If you've ever been to Chinatown in Los Angeles or San Francisco, you know how vibrant those neighborhoods are. But did you know that San Diego once had its own thriving Chinatown? In celebration of Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, I want to take you to our historic Chinatown district downtown to show you how the neighborhood was born and the major contribution the residents made in helping build San Diego. There is some beautiful art in these windows.
We have this wonderful Chinese dragon that's used during celebrations, models of the Chinese mission building.
Historian and educator Michael Yi giving me a tour of the area once known as Chinatown. It's now called the Asian Pacific Thematic Historic District. It spans 8 blocks between Market and J Streets and 2nd and 6th Avenues near the Convention Center. From art displays to decorative streetlights to a statue of the first emperor of China, a small glimpse into another time. So this is a significant building. What is this?
So this is actually one of the key buildings for the Quinn family, with Ah Quinn being the unofficial mayor of Chinatown. It doesn't look like much now because there's stucco in front of it, but 100 years ago, this was a wooden building. They ran their produce business.
One of the best ways to understand Ah Quinn's critical role and Chinatown's origin story is to head into the San Diego Chinese Historical Museum on 3rd Avenue.
Well, this is a wonderful model of the Chinese fishing village that would have been just about where the convention center is. They harvested local fish and a lot of the abalone. So they were exporting tons of abalone from Baja California all the way up into Santa Barbara.
A flourishing fishing village in the 1860s that gave rise to Chinatown. And this is what it looked like at one point.
It's not ornate like San Francisco's Chinatown because the residents were not allowed to own property for the most part. So they were just renters.
Despite that, their hard work spread from fishing to building.
They were instrumental in really providing that railroad construction and building of infrastructures such as the Hotel del Coronado during San Diego's great boom in the 1880s.
Many of those early accomplishments made possible by Ah Quinn, who could speak English and act as a bridge between two worlds.
We understood the court system. Very pivotal person, and he was able to, basically fight for some rights for the Chinese community at the time.
But with the inroads also came intolerance, including the Chinese Exclusion Act of 1882, banning Chinese laborers from immigrating to the U.S. for 10 years.
They were considered subhuman, a lot of very demeaning depictions during that era.
Museum Executive Director Jacinta Wong points to knowledge as one way to combat prejudice.
I mean, we have such a long history here, and I want people to understand that we're not so different, right? I mean, I think in terms of some of the anti-hate rhetoric that has been out there, we want to make sure that people understand that we're all the same.
She hopes people will stop by to see for themselves how shared history is what helped lay the foundation for America's finest city.
It's the perfect time to remind people that Asian Americans have been part of the backbone of San Diego's history for many, many years.
And it was many, many years later, in the 1950s, that Michael says Chinatown started to shrink when Chinese immigrants could finally own property.
More residents were able to live elsewhere in the city. So that's a healthy growth.
Enjoying their own growth after helping the city grow first. Without that contribution, who knows where San Diego would be today?
It would be different, and it would be, I think, a less engaging and interesting place.
Just fascinating information. To get more information on the Chinese Historical Museum, just click on the link in the story on our website. Now, most San Diegans probably think of the Convoy District in Kearny Mesa when it comes to Asian cuisine and culture. Well, the area now has signs along the 805 freeway marking it as the Asian Cultural District. Michael Yi says there is a connection between the Convoy District and Old Chinatown.
Wujichang as really being one of the founding grocery stores, Oriental markets, that also helped then to be the first Asian market to get established in Kearny Mesa, and could very well be the start of the Asian Cultural District.
Wu Chi-chong founded in San Diego's Chinatown in 1899. Michael says they were then the earliest to establish a shop in the Convoy district in the 1970s, carving a path for others to follow. The store went out of business in 1995, but where it once stood is now the Dumpling Inn Shanghai Saloon. And the neighborhood continues to grow, expanding on the foundation Wu Chi-chong helped set. Coming up at 6:30 this morning, we're going to tell you about the projects coming down the road to help the Convoy district flourish even more.
This was fascinating. Like when this story was first pitched, I was like, I had no idea about any of it.
Most people don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, again, if you walk in that area, which basically is adjacent to the gas lamp, kind of overlaps with it, right across from the convention center, you can see it. You see all those little pieces, but even then you're not quite sure what it means.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, it goes back way more than a century.
Yeah, and it's like, it's how different it could have been if it was able to stay there.
Yeah, and there are other reasons for that, by the way. You should definitely go to the museum. It has to do with the railroads, even San Diego, that we're not, LA, we're not that big because of what happened to the railroad. There's all these things. Very interesting.
Very interesting, although I'm kind of glad we're not like LA.
I know. There is that. Some things to be grateful for.
There's the silver lining.